Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm playing with the Snailed It Cling stamp set. I've been enjoying playing with this stamp set this year. I've done quite a few videos and cards from it, so you can search my channel for others, but I have just thoroughly enjoyed how clean and crisp these images are, how easy they are to blend, and I just think they look really cute on a card. So here's today's card. This is featuring this lovely sort of, it's kind of a bit like a postage stamp edge. It's a die from the art gallery bundle. And I think that's really nice for doing your sentiments when they're sort of quite small. Done the mushroom in the background, and of course my lovely flirty snail with her gorgeous eyelashes on the front and a couple of opal rounds. So let me show you how I have put this together. Okay. You're going to need some scrap Whisper White. No, you're not. You're going to need some scrap Basic White. I have still not got the hang of the fact that we're using Whisper White, no, Basic White as opposed to Whisper White. So anyone who's been with Stampin' Up for some time, our white was always called Whisper White. Unfortunately, the supplier who made the Whisper White went into sort of administration through COVID times, and we've now changed supplies and we use Basic White, but in my head I cannot remember that. So there is a snail. That's what I mean about a crisp image. These are from the Quiet Meadow Cling stamp set, so they're also from the annual catalogue. I've done a few videos today, they're from a different video. But here's our snail. You want to fussy cut it out or use our dies so it looks like that. Okay, and then you want a piece of basic white, I will remember, that is cut at 9.2 centimetres by 14 centimetres. Okay, so the idea of that is it will sit with a little frame around it on your card so that my little snail can just sit off to the side. Okay, with that in mind, you want to work out where the snail's going to sit, so you can work out where her house is going to be. So I've got the mushrooms. I'm just inking that up with some Memento as well. If you're going to start using blends, you need to use Memento. It's the best ink for the blends. It doesn't run, it doesn't smudge, and it just makes your image look a lot crisper and clearer. Okay. So I reckon about there. So when she sits, she'll sit just over. Okay, so we're going to be colouring these in now, so let me tell you which blends you're going to need. First of all, you need your crumb cake, light and dark. Okay, use this in a few places. So first of all, you want to put some dots up her tummy. If you've seen me use this before, I don't just use the dots. I go over the dots that Stampin' Up have given us, but I create a few extra ones, and I also emphasise her smile. You also want to put the dark crumb cake there, and every other section of that mushroom just there. Light crumb cake, you want to go over the full mushroom, blending in the dark bit in the centre. Okay, and then you want to cover her body with a light crumb cake as well. Now I'm using the brush tip for her body. I do prefer using the brush tip when I'm blending quite big areas. I feel you get a much better coverage because a lot more ink goes onto the page, and also I think it blends quite nicely. However, I'm a nightmare at keeping the brush tip in lines when they're narrow, so I'll just switch to the bullet tip for those. Okay, that's it for the crumb cake. Next colour up, we've got Poppy Parade Light and Dark. So with the dark, I'm just gonna, that's kind of where you want the dark to be on your mushroom. Okay, and your light, if if you just imagine another fixed line there for a second, that's where you want your blending area to be. So this is going to be sort of your medium colour. So cover it with the light, and then you want to drag the dark over. So just keep dragging it over. Be careful, don't do what I've just done. Don't get ahead of yourself. Do it quick because you're being filmed, and go into the circle. Be careful of that. We'll just pretend I haven't done that. We didn't see it. And then this bit here is sort of your normal light. And I've gone into that circle now. My gosh, I'm not doing very well, am I? I don't want to re-show you because, you know, you just had to sit through me doing the crumb cake. So what I'll do, even though I haven't done it on this, but because I've been particularly messy on this one, I'm just going to go around the edges here with the dark crumb cake so you can't see the red. We know what I've done, but no one else will know what I've done. And I'll use the light crumb cake just to blend that in. No one will know that the reason why this one has got crumb cake holes and that one's got white holes is because I was messy. Shh, a secret. So once you've finished with that, you want Granny Apple Green, light. We've only got the one shade of this. And I'm doing the leaves. I will also do the grass at the bottom. I'm also just going to do the whip part there. Okay. Next colour up is Petal Pink, light and dark. And you want to start with the dark one. That section of the mushroom, that section, and then the left hand sides of these ones. For my little snail, you want to do each of her flashes on her shell and then just run around the shell with it. Whee, it's quite fun doing her shell. Okay, for the light petal pink, straight over the top of the dark petal pink on the mushroom. Okay, and the shell of the snail. Last but not least, her parcels and her eyes. So you want to have light pool party and light balmy blue. So the bottom parcel I've done in balmy blue. It looks like I'm running out of ink on that, so I'm just going to use the bullet tip. You generally get a longer life through the bullet tip because you're not putting as much ink on the paper. So if you think your blend's dead, do try the bullet tip because you'll get a lot more colour come out of it when you think it's done. Top parcel in the light pool party and her eyes in the light pool party. Also, while I've got the light pool party out, I'm actually going to go around the image as just a bit of a background. I'm actually going to sponge this pool party, so by having this little background to the image, it's just going to look a slight bit better to me. Okay, you can't see it too much, but trust me, you know it's there. A bit of scrap copy paper and your pool party ink pad and your pool party blender brush. So you've seen me do this quite a bit now. You just want to ink it up and then take that ink, over and put it on the card. Okay, you don't notice it massively at first, it's really smooth. These bristles on here are beautiful, really, really delicate. But you just carry on building the colour up, and you kind of want to go in an edge, but not sort of a straight edge, you know, but that's the angle you're looking for. Just don't make it harsh. Remember, it's all about smooth blending. There we go, that will do. Just gives it an offset of colour. Okay. Now, we want to do the sentiment. So to do the sentiment, I've got a little strip of basic white. I've got the die. So this is from the Fine Art Floral Art Gallery. I think the bundle's called. You get the flowers to go with the dies, but with the stamps, but you also get these two labels, and I'm just using that one. So I'm just going to put hello on there. And I've got my die machine set up on the next table, so I'm just going to quickly run that through for us. You'll hear it crank in a second. There we go. I think it's really effective, and I also like that you sort of get this 3D ridge on it as well. I like it anyway. I think it's a nice die. So you want your cardstock now. So I've got a piece of A4 paper that's been cut in half and scored in half. So I'm just going to fold that and burnish it. I want to stick my little image down. Okay. And I want to stick it flat, so I'm just using Stampin' Seal on the back of there to stick it down. And that's where you'll really see that blending. Now that that blending is against the white, you can really see it. Some dimensionals. So I'm going to pop a little dimensional up there on him, little dimensional over there, and one there, because I definitely want him stuck to the card and proud. I don't want him to get flat during postage. So pop it there. Okay, just off the edge. For the hello, what I did was I just took a dimensional, cut it in half. You could use the mini dimensionals if you wanted to. And I put the O over the body of the snail, so I need the dimensionals to be up this edge. So I just pop them there. And there we go. Okay, to finish it off, I have some of our opal rounds, which are absolutely beautiful. Look how glittery and stunning they are. Hopefully that shows up on the screen, because they are really attractive. And they provide some much needed bling, but very subtly. So 1, 2, and when the other one decides it wants to play ball, come on. There we go. 3. And there's our card. What do you think? Isn't it a cute set? I love it. You can purchase any of these items from www.slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Please, if you have enjoyed this video, do subscribe and come back for my other tutorials, and I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day.